This is the Big Chillin Podcast.
All right, man. Podcast.
Well,
Big Chillin.
too bad.
That's the one. What is this, episode 71?
Yeah, it's weird. I was more excited about this one than 69 and 70. I don't know why.
Yeah, 69. We were like, this is a big one, Jake. We got to really plan for this.
Yeah.
And then we did not.
Yeah. It was probably fine.
It was pretty hilarious.
I always forget what we say, and then when we look
Yeah.
back, it's kind of weird because I start laughing at what I say.
Yeah, we're like, oh, wow.
Like, oh, it's, we're pretty
That's
goddamn funny.
Let's just suck our own dick.
Yeah.
We could use some work.
Yeah, definitely. We could, it's fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Everybody could use some work.
You just keep
There's
on.
always room for improvement. You keep on going.
You just
add
keep
a
on
couple of
sucking, you know?
things. Keep on sucking. That's what Dory said.
It's a good shirt. Keep on
From
sucking.
Lion King.
Keep on sucking. Keep on sucking.
that's
Keep
what
on
was in
sucking.
it, the
Sucking.
movie.
Sucking. Is that
All
it?
right, then we're banned.
Finding
we're
sucking.
banned from YouTube. I saw, speaking of banned from YouTube, I saw that one of the MMA pages that I follow that are like channels that post like 30-second clips of things
Yeah.
with like clever titles or whatever. It's not 30 seconds. That's underselling it a lot. But this popular MMA channel was now had 3 copyright strikes, not from the UFC but from YouTube. So YouTube decided that they do not no longer wait. They no longer they do not no longer have a channel now, do they? Did they?
So I make a backup one.
Yeah. I don't know why that was an option, but it was a very long paragraph. Like, goodbye, everybody. This content is no longer welcome on YouTube, and it's been a nice run. It's been great.
We're gonna go
I'm not
get
gonna cry.
jobs now.
Yeah, he's like, getting a job.
Yep, guess I'll go get a job at wherever I can start out.
Not
so
that like he.
thanks,
I mean,
YouTube.
it wasn't like a huge channel, so he probably
Yeah.
didn't rely on that for his
Hopefully
rent
not.
or anything. Hopefully not.
Now he's just gonna hate his job forever because that was the thing that was hopefully maybe gonna get him out of it.
He'll probably start another channel.
That's why YouTube's not really the place.
Yeah, I don't know why you
to-
don't start another channel. That doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure if this one got removed immediately,
Yeah.
like if we just got 3 strikes tomorrow,
I wouldn't give a shit.
I'd be like, oh, all right.
Okay, well,
We have all the videos.
we're starting
I'm
from the
back
bottom
up.
again, so
We
it's
just like put them up on Patreon, I guess.
yeah, just move to Patreon and then I don't know, put
yeah,
the
probably eventually
clips on Instagram.
we'll do that anyway.
Yeah, we
but-
should probably do that and then clip it and put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Clip it.
Don't want to be
Funny
you know,
clips.
having to pick up fish tanks at the front of a Home Depot in your shopping cart
Yeah,
one day
it's not good.
down by the river.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, we met some cool people today that
Yep.
wanted your reptile tank.
They looked like professional clowns.
Yeah, when they
the one
walked up, I was
especially
like,
did.
See, the thing was, we had no idea what they looked like, and all
Yeah.
the people that were like walking in the direction of the car were like,
Like, are
no
they-
way any of these people are the people that are gonna
It's
buy
like
this
old
thing-
ladies.
thing, or like the cage.
Yeah, I'm looking
for
an aquarium for my monitor lizard. Yeah, like an old woman or some shit.
Like, I have a what's it called? Gila monster.
Gila monster.
Can you buy this?
Hilarious. Yeah, I think
Yeah?
so. Yeah, you just
Wow.
don't get bit. You're good.
Oh, that's the general rule with a lot of things, I guess.
Yeah, technically, I think they're back fanged. I think.
Really?
Or no, actually, they're not venomous. It's their saliva that messes it up. So you're pretty much screwed if you get bit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was recently. I think we were watching Forrest
Komodo
Galante when they
dragon.
recently discovered that.
Komodo?
Small dick?
I said Komodo dragon.
Okay.
or something.
I think it was a small dick. I was like, okay,
Remember
maybe.
that?
I
It's
don't
like
know.
that video of the gas station guy that's like
Yeah, that was great.
arguing with somebody, and his only thing was small dick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
small dick.
literally
Okay.
the only thing.
That's all I heard.
And he's like trying to show everyone, like, this guy. But that was
He like tried to get people on his side.
yeah. No one's
of the
there, though.
argument.
which
Yeah,
is
no,
weird.
he's
Yeah.
good.
But,
good tactics.
good tactics.
You
But yeah,
always
these
want, like, the
people
public on
probably,
your
I don't
side
know.
in that situation. What were we
Yeah.
talking about? As people?
Oh, the Tumblr
Oh, yeah.
people who bought
They were just interestingly. I think it's cool or whatever.
Yeah.
Express yourself however you want.
I was thinking in my head, I was like, wow,
2021.
Tumblr's still around.
It's not
Amazing.
2014. No, Tumblr.
Yeah.
They banned porn and people stopped going on there.
That's right, yes. Yeah. That's the only reason people liked it, I think.
Well, like, they just wanted that ability. They're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. If I can't do that,
Yeah.
take my posts to Twitter.
Can't do anything. Yeah, I'll let Twitter do it. Which Twitter's just like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Free speech, kind of.
Is Meta a website? Is that just the
Yeah, let's
Like,
get on this.
cloud company that's over Facebook, Instagram, and all those things?
And why is Jeff Bezos talking so much about Sweet Baby Ray's? Does he own stock, a majority shares in Sweet Baby Ray's out of nowhere?
You mean Jesse Eisenberg?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Does Jesse know?
You said Jeff Bezos.
I said Jeff Bezos? I'm sorry, they're all the same to me. Mark Zuckerberg. I thought, I see, the funny thing is, in my head, I'm thinking Mark Zuckerberg, but I guess my mouth is like, we're saying Bezos, bro. Bezos,
Jesse
man.
Eisenberg.
Yeah, Jeffy Basenberg.
Jeffy Bezos.
Yeah.
And that guy was the one that sold his stock on Twitter, right? That had the poll. That it was I'll
think.
sell 10% of my shit if everybody votes yes on it.
Was that Elon? I thought Elon's doing
that's
that.
That's a fake name, first of all.
Yeah, I thought. I'm
that's
sorry.
Not a real person.
Solomon from Blood
Solomon
Diamond. Is he?
Blood
Or no, sorry, not Solomon. The one DiCaprio played. That's Elon.
Yeah, I was gonna say Solomon was the good guy.
He was the victim who needed freedom, but
Leonardo DiCaprio's character would be played by
probably not Elon, but so I
backwards the other way.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Backwards.
No, you're right.
Okay, well,
continue.
but Elon wasn't that Elon who said he was going to sell some of the stuff?
But
on,
I forget
Twitter?
what was. Did he say where it was going, or did he just be like,
Wasn't
"I'll sell
it,
off all this stock and gain all this money if y'all want me to"?
That was fucking hilarious.
Because I didn't see anything.
I hope
like,
that's what.
I'll give this to the homeless people.
Well, I thought it was like the
was
UN
after
study. Oh, okay.
That was like after that fact.
So he's just like, how about I just make myself richer? And say,
we're
fuck you.
assuming that it's connected to that thing where he was like, "Show me where $6 billion will go to cure world hunger, and I'll do it."
Yeah, that was
then,
the.
I don't know if he
article, I
got a
thought.
response to that, but and maybe it was in the DMs. But
the UN is DMing you.
that's how you know you made it.
Yeah, the world.
Um,
Fucking United Nations.
no,
the World Health Organization, the UN.
That's what I heard too. See, that's funny.
Almost said that.
The World Health United Organization
Of interruptions.
NATO. Elon, then I think in a separate gesture, was like, "I'll sell 10% of this." What was it worth? Like $20 billion?
I think maybe.
If he has 200 billion, I don't know if it was worth, but
He's the richest man on the planet now.
I forget what it was. He was liquidating some of, or 10% of Tesla stock.
Yeah,
is what it was.
his shareholders
And
are mad.
Is that a way? I saw this too. Is that him saying that we're gonna sell this and then pay taxes on it, or
Probably not.
is it for selling this and doing something with it, or is it a way for him to move that much money into his bank account, letting people seemingly vote on it, and now the market won't really be affected too much?
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
I don't know.
Well,
Is it
wow,
like a
that's
smart thing to do.
a lot of layers. Like, ask
It is.
people, should I make myself richer? And like your fans would be like, yeah, bro.
The weirdest thing, forget about that. The weirdest thing was that like 40-something% said no.
He
Are you
should
people
not.
crazy
Only 40% said no.
that he should
Do
not sell his stocks? So like 57%. The last thing I saw was like 57% said yes.
Yeah.
But if this was a thing, if this is a hypothetical, if there was a thing where he was like, I have $50 billion here, I'm gonna spend it, or should I spend it on homelessness? Or like, should I spend $50 billion on homelessness? Is there enough trolls on Twitter to vote no? To where
Probably.
we'd be in a situation where he would offer that. It's on the table. Things could get better for a lot of people. Not even homelessness.
Yeah.
Pick the issue, whatever you want in your mind. And then enough people vote no on the internet. And he's like, okay.
And it's like, it just burns the money.
He's like, should I burn this or give it to the homeless? Enough people would. I
Would
don't
say
think
burn
enough
it.
people would say burn it. I
don't
think
know, man.
people, even with their internet mind, like their internet persona, where they're like, ooh,
Their
I can be a little
anonymity.
mischievous here.
All that.
I think the majority of people would vote yes.
Be like,
as
we have a real
social
chance to impact
experiment.
homelessness right now. It's
We
like,
can impact, put this much money
can we
towards
say no?
climate change, or this much money,
Yeah.
or burn it, or like bury it in a deep hole in the ground, and then put the rest of that, or put concrete over it, and
Yeah.
watch people try to get to it.
Yeah.
That's like the
The trolls would choose that.
I think they would. They'd be like, I could have a chance.
It would be like a thing on TV. They would that people would be coming there with strategy. Be like, see, what you need to do is a spiral pattern around the concrete column. And then
I'm
there you
bringing
go.
my like I rented one of these things.
Rented
like a
myself
bulldozer.
an excavator for this one.
I'm getting that $1 billion
Yeah.
for myself.
My God.
Brought me a fishing pole.
Yeah, so I can get it.
Once you dig the hole, so I'll get it first.
Yep. And then one idiot with a jackhammer's in the case.
Like, the trick is getting the concrete out of the way first.
Someone would come in with another concrete thing as
Yeah.
a troll.
A rich guy.
And, like maybe concrete from the sky.
More
would come
concrete.
down as soon as they open up the hole with all the money's exposed.
Just drop it in
We're all
there.
rich.
Another concrete cylinder. Just
Comes up from the sky.
Elon's like,
No,
yeah,
but,
come on. That's
In a
funny.
real situation, we do have. Now this is real. We do have ginormous caves beneath the ground in Springfield, Missouri, filled to the brim with cheese.
This,
$4 billion worth of cheese.
I laughed so hard at this.
Cheese.
I don't think I
caves.
could laugh any harder at it because it's already
Right?
over. Because like,
The last night it was just like a constant piling on of what?
yeah, I was like, yeah, literally,
We
it's just
have-
like, what the fuck? Let's roast this.
We have, all right, 1.4 billion pounds, I think. It's worth $4 billion. And that's just Velveeta, I think, was the estimate there. Let me read some information about
Yeah.
this because I don't have the full story. But we have cheese caves,
Yeah. So the main
caverns
reason though
underground.
was to subsidize the cheese industry because apparently it's too big to fail.
And
I think.
now we have just way too much cheese.
Yeah, and literally they
Excess
just made
a
it.
surplus of cheese, which is great for a survival scenario.
Is it?
Think
though?
about a
Here's the
nuke,
thing,
Jay.
like,
I mean, they'd probably nuke our cheese caves first. Who wouldn't? But
yeah, it's a good point.
to take out our food
Turn
supply
into
for the
nacho
next
cheese
4
caves.
years.
Yeah.
But if they don't, and we don't have, like, think about not even just a nuclear thing, but a super volcano goes off. Springfield's pretty close,
Yeah.
and all the caves would be gone. But assuming that they're not,
Big ass arm on that lady.
and if you think I'm not gonna click this Google lady, this
Yeah,
logo
it's,
to see what it is, Marie Curie probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh,
no,
Kamal Ranadiv.
Yeah, check that out. But I exited. next, that's
104th
what I was just trying to say.
birthday. Indian cell biologist, best known for her groundbreaking cancer research and devotion to creating more equitable societies through science and education. She did nothing wrong. She's the greatest person
It's pretty
that's ever
cool.
lived.
I just
Um,
let everyone know that cancer is still around.
It
So,
is, and
I guess.
yeah,
know,
I mean,
sort of.
it's-
She started the
people
journey.
definitely are better off now than they
Oh
were
yeah, for sure.
104
for sure,
years ago.
Yeah.
But the cheese caves are
Cool and yucky. It probably
they're damp.
stinks
They're moist. They
like
stink.
a foot in there that's covered in puke, man. Like,
Let me. So
A
there's all
stank.
these people also ask questions here that we'll click. How much are in the cheese caves?
yeah, and it was funny because what prompted this was you were just reading something on Instagram that looked like a
Yeah.
whistleblower's email that they were putting out, like,
Yeah, well,
in
maybe I can pull that up.
whatever.
I forget what that was.
yeah, in Springfield there are caves that contain billions of pounds of
Let me
cheese.
see how they describe it because they did a good job.
It's like they just saw it happen and they have to put it out. They're like, oh my god, what the fuck? I'm like,
Cheese
"Damn it!"
reserves.
Hilarious.
Um,
I need to tell people. But yeah, it's really stupid and a dumb,
Here we go.
a good example of why a business should be allowed to fail if it's not. Like, here's the thing: a laundromat.
you want to keep the price of milk stable, so you bail out the dairy farmers.
Oh, is that what's
Now,
going
with so
on?
much cheese in the country, we could stop producing cheese right now and have enough cheese to give everyone in America a pound of it every day for 4 years. That's a pound for 4 years.
But
for
the
every
problem is
person.
that's free cheese, so that's
not even
gonna
craft
cut it.
singles. Real cheese, cheddar, brie, Gouda, mustard, Swiss, you name it. We have 1 billion pounds of it, literally.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
real
this said. It
cheese.
makes me think of
Yeah,
Over the Hedge,
when
when
it's just food.
Bruce Willis as Ricky Raccoon, then is now naming all these.
Who's,
things. Chester? I know.
Chester.
I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember it either. I'm trying to remember. It's just
Those
like,
other ones that I just threw out probably ruined everything. We probably would have. RJ,
yes.
not Ricky Raccoon. I thought of the bear saying RJ. Who's
Yeah.
playing that? Nick Nolte?
That was Nick Nolte. Before he smoked 1 million cigarettes
In a day.
almost full
or whatever. My God.
He was also great as that gorilla.
I'll have
I almost said Here Comes the Boom. I get those
Yeah.
movies confused.
Here comes
There's
the
a-
zoo.
We bought his
The boom keeper.
That should be an MMA fighter's nickname.
Boomkeeper.
Boomkeeper.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so back to the cheese. You have so much cheese, we're running out of places to put it. We put a lot of it. We repo it into Kraft singles.
Repo cheese.
So
Gross. So
that's
it's like
what we eat on our burgers. Is all the repossessed cheese cave shit.
it's just a giant industrial
Repurposed.
vat of whatever cheese left they're throwing in there, like the corners of the dry cheese, and then water.
Oh no.
That's Kraft singles.
There's probably like giant vats like the Under the Mountain.
Under
in,
the mountain.
Like literally exactly
Yeah.
like the Hobbit.
What if there are cheese
Desolation
dwarfs
of
down there?
Smaug. Cheese dwarfs.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Oh wow. Like
Write
Oompa
that down,
Loompa
probably.
type things.
Yeah, these are
right
the
there. We were
cheesy
thinking about
Wheezies.
writing a Willy Wonka thing
The cheesy
like
Wheezies.
this, where maybe there's a cheese guy instead of
Yeah.
a chocolate guy.
It's Willy Wanker.
The cheese
And,
Wheezies in
these are the cheesy Wheezies. Cheesy, cheesy. If you drink cheese, then you will get
Wheeze.
cheese. I don't know.
Something about cheese. That's pretty good.
The cheesy Wheezies. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
I would love to. He's an eccentric cheese man.
I'm an
got
eccentric
this-
cheese man.
You got Augustus Gloop who falls into the river of cheese.
Hilarious.
Oh, I'd love a cheese river.
I'm an eccentric cheese man.
But here's what you could do instead of the I'm an oil man. You could
Yeah.
do the William Poole from Gangs of New York. You'd be like,
I'm a cheese man.
cheese.
I got cheese. Help yourself some decent cheese on your way.
A decent block of cheese on
Yeah.
the way.
Grab a decent block of cheese on your way out.
or whatever the fuck. Fuck, it's so funny. That's a
let's
great
see here.
character.
It's not even counted the fancy imported cheese from Europe. Even though we have too much cheese, we also import it from Europe.
Yeah, because we're just greedy pieces of shit who want all the cheese.
Give
us all
Are they? The thing is, if people out there are thinking about going to these cheese caves, they're heavily guarded.
Yeah,
That's a dream
apparently-
job. Guard the cheese caves.
Is it? You come home smelling like cheese. You gotta smell. Unless you're like a super cheese person, like all the Wisconsin people are like,
yeah, you have wine.
All I want to
cheese.
do is work in those cheese caves.
or whatever.
Hey, like my whole life,
yeah.
I'd be a cheeser.
Like what the hell? It's weird how it's not Wisconsin who is hiding all the
Yeah.
cheese.
Missouri.
And Reagan, Saint Ron of the Republicans, who all hate handouts, he gave cheese handouts,
To the
free
homeless.
cheese, right?
Free cheese. Let me
To the
find
homeless, disgusting.
that. Here's
Ew.
the question: what president gave out government cheese?
Ronnie
The government cheese phenomenon
Reagan-Reno.
in the American cheese talk about today. The U.S. has too much cheese, 1.4 billion pounds of it. 1981, then President Ronald Reagan declared 30 million pounds of American cheese would be distributed to food pantries.
Communism.
Communism today, if you ask people.
I say we make cheese out of the homeless.
That's probably what that.
That's what
let's
they
see.
probably think.
There's even more cheese caves. Are there ancient caves that people forgot about? Are we gonna forget about these or like kill ourselves off in some war and then years
Some
and
animal
years and
half
years from
human
now?
species.
So, not even aliens, but like
I've heard
long,
of these.
long time from now, they just discover
Yeah.
the cheese caves and they're like,
It's all Parmesan.
it's all Parmesan.
Like, wait a minute. I've only read of these in children's story when we were kids. The cheese caves
Don't
of
tell
Earth.
anybody.
Don't tell anyone that we found it. And they all just like get so fat and die of whatever because of the cheese. It's just
Cheese-related
so
illness.
delicious. Yeah, cheese-related issues. Cheese-related causes.
It was easy being cheesy.
I think the title of this is going to be "Make Cheese Out of the Homeless."
How is it? I don't know.
Make cheese
Maybe that, but we're
out
gonna have
of
to
the
see
homeless.
if that is gonna be a thing
out of the poor.
to put. Maybe
No,
that,
make
that's
cheese
how
out of
it
the
goes.
homeless. That's
All
even
these
funnier.
other questions are popping up as soon as I click one. This has to do with the Wahlburgers.
Gross.
They get government cheese too.
Well, here's the thing: when you cook the Wahlburger yourself, because you
Why
know
should
you're not
never
paid,
eat Velveeta.
it's not good for you. It's not. It's just it's like out in the pantry, like out in the
What?
open. Just
If you're
Not in the
lactose
pan.
intolerant, it has even more lactose than real cheese. Even if you heard about that,
sorry, but
you're good.
my bad. The
Oh,
it has more lactose, so it's like just
More lactose.
so it's like super cheese.
9.3% over cheddar, having only 2% lactose.
Jesus Christ, that's weird. I guess they just shove lactose up
Wow.
in there. How you know what? It'd
I
be
want to talk about
fascinating.
percentages.
Me too. Let's talk about lactose percentages.
So let's talk about one specific thing.
Yeah, Gruyere.
You got if you have 10%. Let me figure out how to explain this because people don't know about percentages. If you have 80% more of something
Yeah.
or something, if you had 10%, you now with that 8% more have 18%.
Yes.
So like, people are like, wow, I got 90%.
Nope.
And that's a common thing. It's like walking through it. Like I can explain that with a
God.
bigger example, like a more like
Yeah, it's
detailed
like
thing, but
with
that's like
know,
the basic gist
that's
of
weird.
that is and it's way harder to calculate without. I mean, 10% is the easiest thing.
Yeah.
So
Is it because you're not adding like 80% to it? You're adding 80% of something or
of
whatever.
that
the fuck?
10%.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
like
80% of that 10%.
80%.
Yeah.
Sorry, 80% more.
Yeah.
So if you had 10% and you have 80% more, then you have that 10% plus 80%.
Yeah, plus the
of that.
0.8
So
or whatever.
18%.
Pretty funny. That's how
This will be called
yeah.
18% of cheese should be made out of the homeless. So we have like a
18% of cheese is made out of the homeless. That's a
so
long
we at
title.
least have something like,
I think that crazier wild statement is better than
probably.
because if someone sees that who's like a homeless advocate, they'll laugh a lot
I'm
at the
surprised
episode.
this still isn't being talked about. We have all this cheese and we're really not giving it away to anybody.
Well, here's the thing. It already was talked about in the 80s, I think, and now people are just like trying to keep it hush-hush. But now there's just so many things going on. And the
36
cheese,
degrees.
it's just like so bizarre how weird reality is, which is, it's kind of a redundant statement.
Mm.
But like a cheese cave? Like what?
Cheese caves.
Cheese cave? Like what? Should we sell some cheese cave shirts?
And they also, this is another thing I want to talk about. So they,
cheese caves.
as a result of having so much cheese in the 90s, they started some program to it's called dairy
What's
management.
that?
Federally funded. I scratched this.
Oh god,
Yeah.
this is weird.
Dairy Management is a federally funded nonprofit corporation whose mission is to promote American-made dairy products. Mission recognizable in their "Got Milk" advertisement campaign, the fucking most genius thing ever, and because it got people.
To get milk.
The average American consumes now 14 more pounds of cheese per year than they did in 1990.
Yeah,
So
what a
Got Milk-
conspiracy.
Got Milk.
Contributed to
Yeah,
cheese
we got
consumption.
milk. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah,
all up
we,
in us.
isn't that weird how like you challenge someone to have cheese? Like, you got milk, bro. You got
Fueled
if I
up
look
to
at your
play
fridge-
60. I remember that. They like teamed up with the NFL. Domino's bailout helped with the cheese thing. Oh, great. So this is all.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
in. So
let's
to make
corporate
the
circle
system
jerk.
work, you got to form a circle jerk
Yeah,
between
government.
Domino's that needs the cheese,
Yes.
the farmers that make the way too much cheese,
Yep.
and the cheese cave.
And the
People
government.
like the private cheesecake.
cheesecake caves.
Yeah,
We talked
oh,
about that.
dude,
That'd be
yeah.
good. I go to those.
Now that is a different
Yeah.
story.
But is
okay.
an aged cheesecake good? I don't know.
I don't
Probably
know.
not. Disgusting.
It's like a cheddar cheesecake.
Hey, yuck. But yeah, this is really weird. It's like combined with the government subsidizing the cheese industry.
Yeah.
And wow.
It's like an overly complicated thing that each thing is like needing the other in a parasitic way, not
It's
even
pretty
like
hilarious.
a good way.
No, it's pretty gross. And the funny thing is, how about
But
you
we need
just
cheese.
yeah, and the thing is, the government can also instead of give them money. Yeah, we need cheese. And the thing is, like, what they're
Well,
saying
we
in
need
time
the
of famine,
cheese.
how is cheese nutritious? It is.
Jay,
It is full
so
of.
good.
It's
Mold.
concentrated old milk,
Mm-hmm.
dried milk. It's
not
some of them
hurting
are
anybody, it's
good.
not doing anything to
literally, yeah,
anybody.
it's not good for you at all.
Jay,
Uh,
it's just sitting
In small
there.
quantities, it's fine. That's
It's just sitting there and I heard
What's it doing to you? Huh?
What's it doing to you?
What harm is it doing to you?
if we're ever there, we should probably check out the cheese caves just for
I would
footage
love
for this
to.
in
If
the
we could go on
future.
a tour. This is the only reason to go to Missouri.
Well, that's why they put this on what the fuck, on Patreon. 'Cause that could be a Patreon goal. Go to the cheese caves. It's in Missouri.
That's true. Yeah, we can get our fans to bring us to the cheese caves, and we can bring the cheese
Pretty
caves
funny.
to them.
You said it's in Missouri.
Yeah.
Yuck. That's
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough. Hopefully, it's on like the border, outside border of Missouri, not in the middle.
All right. Here's a quote with no name attached to it. The idea that cheese and milk are essential parts of a well-balanced diet is largely an American-centric and white-centric notion. In fact, the majority of people of color are lactose intolerant.
It's pretty hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, because they don't. Well, the evolutionary shit is thousands and thousands of years ago. Like the Vikings would be
They love
over there with
cheese.
cows and shit, and like in Africa,
true.
cows couldn't really, I guess, survive. So they would have more. I think a higher meat
cheese.
diet, less cheese. There are cheeses in African types of
Yeah.
cheese, but I think maybe I don't know, but like
Well,
yeah,
that
it just
would-
wouldn't
I
be
guess.
consumed because they can't. The cows just probably kept getting
It's
eaten
really
by
hard.
lions. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
different
true. Like
food.
I
Yeah.
would be eaten by a lion if I went there.
Yeah, and like
Immediately, step foot lion.
Like white people can't white rice is really bad for white people because it really raises and spikes the insulin in us because it's really not because we're not that's not a typical part of our diet. But Asians they can eat rice and not get fat because that's something they just have been. They've evolved to consume that food, and their digestive system and gut biome has evolved to digest that and break it down so where they don't have to.
Man, the gut
have
biome
an
is a
insulin
weird
spike.
thing.
It's very weird. Yeah, I mean that's what it is.
You heard of these poop injections or whatever?
I don't like the only poop that I would want. I knew is just
No,
call me
it's a poop transplant.
Yeah, I mean the only poop transplant
Bacterial
I would want.
gut biome transplant, if you want to get scientific about it.
Yeah.
But you basically take someone else's poop and put it in you.
Yeah, Tom Brady's,
Tom Brady's poop?
Mick Jagger's.
Definitely not Aaron Rodgers.
No,
These-
maybe not Mick. Well,
after
here's the
this
thing.
latest
Maybe
thing.
not Mick Jagger, but he
Not Mick
works
Jagger,
out
dude.
great. But the thing is, he
He has
probably is a
blood
blood
boys.
guy.
For that.
Yeah, but maybe not Mick Jagger. Who's
Joe Rogan.
who else? Yeah, maybe not his gut biome. Definitely Tom Brady's. That's like golden poop.
Yeah,
Right
that's
there.
goat. That's goat poop.
Yeah,
right there.
that's just a South Park.
Goat
joke, so we're
poop
stealing from
is
South
also
Park,
another
sorry.
title that could be
Goat poop.
goat poop.
Goat poop.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Goat poop.
He's pro milk as well. Probably.
What are
No,
we
he probably
talking
doesn't
about?
drink dairy.
No, hell no.
Information.
Dairy's horrible for you anyway. I mean, it's like not.
Yet, the
not
thing
great.
about school was we had milk every single day.
Gotta drink
With a
some-
cheeseburger.
Well, dude,
or
that's part
fried
of
chicken sandwich.
yeah, subsidizing the dairy industry. Schools will be
Yeah.
like, "We'll feed it to our kids. We'll make them suck it down with a cheeseburger that comes out of
Get rid of the
water."
juice. They're not drinking enough milk.
Yeah, fucking.
They did get rid of the
Michelle
apple juice. That
Obama.
sucked. I
Like,
like
get
apple
rid
juice.
of the juice, but keep the pizza and the cookies and the chips and the. No, we got baked
I knew a
chips.
kid that would in middle school. I'm not gonna rat him out because this is funny. He'd
What's
be
his full name?
right
Do you want his
now.
address?
Social security number, credit card
If
number.
you've got him.
Because I do. No, his name was.
Julio.
No,
I don't. We all.
No,
Is he named,
I don't know his name. I
he
do know
English?
his name, but I'm not going to reveal it. He would trade other people like his items of food for their cookies.
Very classic.
So for lunch, multiple cookies. Do you remember the cookies at our middle school?
They were not small,
They were not small. They were like the circumference of a hand at least.
and they were
were
fine.
Good, though, I thought. Okay.
No. Here's the
Um,
thing. For a
they were good
cafeteria cookie,
Halfway through the there was a time when they were good, I think, and there was a time when they were less good, more
you get dry
less
ones
flavorful.
that are nasty.
cardboardy. But they were soft is the thing. They were good cookies
Yeah.
for that variety of things. So he'd have like 2 or 3 cookies. He'd be like, I'll trade you my juice.
Yeah.
Or like my milk or my sandwich.
You just want milk with cookies?
He may have gotten multiple milks. I don't
There
know.
you go. That's what
Get
you
multiple milks.
Yep.
Trade your milk. Trade your juice. Trade your sandwich. 4 cookies. That's lunch.
Wow.
Then athletic activity right after school.
That's great. And then he's like, nah. He just
Oh,
lays
what's
down.
wrong with me?
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
like-
feel so bad.
Tired all the time.
I'm just
That's
tired
what it
so
is.
much. Keep gaining weight. It's like, well, you keep eating 4 cookies for lunch. So, you know.
No, the thing is, in middle school, you don't even notice. Like, your body is like, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Or, like, you're used to that. So,
Yeah.
that's fuel. at that
Yeah,
point.
basically, it's like, all right, well, this is what I'm being fed. So I guess since I am a kid with no job to purchase other food, I guess
I
I'll
agree
eat
with this comment that there's no citations in this entire article. And there's
Well, it didn't come out on April 1st.
it's from Brown University, or is this Brown Political Review?
May 28th, so not April Fools.
Yeah,
No citations at all.
2018, so the before 4 time.
And that could be, yeah, that's before 4. So and that could be like, just a picture of a cheese curing facility.
Yeah,
We could be saying some horse shit right now.
yeah,
But that's
and
fine. I
Who
don't care.
cares?
Yeah.
That's the thing. This is cooler than if there wasn't any. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly. So
There are cheese caves, and I'm standing by this.
yeah, it's really weird. Maybe more nutritious foods in the future. Not a
What could be
cheese
more
cave.
nutritious?
More nutritious.
What's more nutritious than cheese?
My goodness.
Go ahead.
A lot
Go
of
ahead.
things. Meat.
Go ahead. Express an opinion.
vegetables,
Go ahead.
broccoli and steak.
Go ahead. Express an opinion right now.
Sweet potatoes.
An
They're
opinion.
actually really easy to grow. You don't even need cows
Express
for
an
them.
opinion, Jay. That's a
I
fact.
am doing it right
That's
now.
a factual statement.
Express
an
opinion. I think sweet potatoes are better than cheese. Based on the fact that they are.
That's like express an opinion. That's a. Oh God.
Oh my god. That is awful. Awful, awful stuff. Very sad.
Sad for who?
America.
Yeah. Sad for Americans.
Yeah.
Good for cheese, I guess. Like the
It's pretty cool.
concept.
Good for the concept and idea of cheese. The
And
cheese
some
is
of these
truly
look so-
taken over.
I'm gonna show some of these pictures on the screen. I
Show
may
that.
have earlier if I edited
What are
it.
those,
right?
balls of cheese?
They're like wheels,
What are those down there above the
Where?
wheels? What is that? Shit?
balls above the wheels.
What the hell? Oh man, look at that one on the bottom. That's some
This-
old
It's
stuff.
black shit or brown?
Ooh.
Sorry.
I'm not really sure if you eat the outside, but
Those
wow.
look like candles, dude.
they look like
See, this
chocolate
looks like a nice
cakes.
one. I'd visit this one.
Yeah, I'm not going. That looks like just literally a picture of an abandoned mine shaft. There's no. So this is like this secret
Trout Lake,
hole where
Washington?
everyone goes down.
Trout Lake, Washington. I guess they had a cheese. Wait, dude, these look
Wait,
literally looks
multiple
like the
cheese
Goblin
caves?
Caves.
This is weird.
Spain?
Okay, so did they like
know they
on the
got
set of Lord
Spain.
of the Rings like put cheese there instead one time and take pictures just to mess with people?
See.
Oh my god, what's going on with that cheese? It's like orange and blue. Look at that. Ew. On the right down there, left hand.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's gross.
Yuck, and that one's all blue
Those are candles.
in the middle. This is what you like, man.
I like mozzarella.
Yeah, the funny thing is I
That
like
lives
Parmesan,
in liquid.
which is that's even more disgusting. Like it's like a water cheese, but that's basically as you curd the cheese. Yeah, amphibious cheese. It's that's probably like right after cottage cheese or whatever when you curd the cheese. But we should make some cheese though. I think we could make a nice Parmesan wheel.
All you gotta do is
Yeah.
leave some milk out for like a year.
Well, you
put
put the
Caves.
culture in there to curdle it, and you kind of pasteurize it, and you drain out the curds and press the curds in like a cheese press thingy with cheesecloth, and then you have your cheese block, and then you do whatever you want with that. But it varies, I guess, with the recipes. But for Parmesan, it's like a year cure.
Dude, these people. I mean, I don't know these people, but there are these caves all over the world.
Oh, there are cheese caves everywhere.
Yeah, other countries and stuff, like they've been doing this for a while, I guess. Like,
Cheese?
but some of them are for aging. Those ones.
Okay,
The-
well, yeah,
the ones that
sense.
we're using right now are
Or
for holding
hoarding.
excess cheese in the tunnels, like a network
Cheese
of tunnels.
hoarding.
This one, hidden cheese caves in Brooklyn, hold 28,000 pounds of cheese, 30 feet below the sidewalk on a quiet stretch of Brooklyn's Crown Heights.
Oh, it's like
It's
a
a network of
sewer.
tunnels. Yeah. No, it was originally built to ferment beer. Now holds 28,000 pounds of aging cheese.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So, do all the pizza shops hold a stake in that cheese? A stake
Maybe.
in that
A
cheese.
steak in that cheese.
They hold a stake in that cheese right there. Yeah, but oh my goodness, is that cheese right? Oh my god, it's probably got wax on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like pretty
Yeah.
dusty. I hope they dust it off before they send it to
That's the
people.
wax. It's got some nice wax on the outside. Yeah, we could just cut off a little wedge and then grate some fresh homemade Parmesan.
Yeah. I
Be
mean,
pretty cool.
and people get into the debate about real Parmesan versus the grated kind.
Both are
Or like
good.
the grated kind versus the whatever kind. I like them both, but that powdery stuff,
Yeah,
that
man.
gets me going.
These are pretty good.
That's what I put on top of my stuff. If you're trying to blend it in with a sauce, obviously you can't be using that. Maybe a little.
Yeah.
I've made my point.
Yeah,
And
there
I
you go.
stand by it.
But yeah, here's something else outrageous, and you can look up the article if you want.
Okay.
But remember
don't
how China was doing the elf ears as a trend?
Oh, yeah. Are they doing something else?
Well, I was. This is the only thing I found. Really, I kind of got just like
Oh, yeah, you're looking
cross-eyed
for
streaming through the
stuff.
crap on Google. But like, okay, so check it out. The new trend in China. They think it's. I don't know if it's
Heard
new
it here
or
first.
beauty trend. Get ready.
Okay.
Round
Oh.
heads.
Oh, I saw that too.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
god, let me look up the thing.
Guess what they're doing?
China round heads.
They're
Is
buying.
that illegal to look up?
No, they're buying. They're buying like apparat like that thing right
Here's the
there
helmet, yeah.
to wrap around an infant's head to make it
Now,
round.
is this real or is this propaganda to make us think China's weird?
Here's the thing. I don't even know. I didn't look
This
at the
is-
website. What is this website?
News18.com.
Never
That's
heard
legit.
of them.
Every parent believes their son or daughter is the most handsome or beautiful. In China, a new trend has started where parents are
Nuts.
making their children wear head-shaped correction products, especially helmets that make their child's head round. This trend has started
my
in China as parents believe round heads are more beautiful than any other shape. Parents in the communist country, see, they didn't have to say that,
Yeah,
They're
what the
going to
hell?
extremes.
Exactly. That's very weird.
going to extremes to ensure their babies are having a round head.
Gotta know to point these things out.
See, tone matters. Or
Yeah, that's weird. Tone, don't have to say that. The country. That could work.
But it depends. It matters how you word things.
Yeah.
But I don't know. A woman. See, why did they have to call her that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what's up with the gender naming here?
Bitch who used a head shape.
biatch, yeah.
A woman who used a head-shaped correction helmet on her child, justifying her act, wrote on social media. On Weibo, what was it? You gotta verify which social media was. We don't know what they use. Wearing a head helmet, the same function as wearing braces to correct a body part.
Except it
'Kay.
crushes the, your skull
Brain.
together, so the soft part fuses. Are they gonna have cone-shaped heads instead? That might be funny. Bunch of Chinese people coming here with cone heads.
See here, this makes perfect sense.
Okay, cool.
Since the child loved to sleep on her back, her head looked flat and stretched out.
What an idiot. Well, I mean, that's the kid's fault, obviously.
So you put on the helmet thing.
Yeah, or hang it by its head when it sleeps,
There you go.
Yeah.
She's a flat head and knows how painful it is for women chasing beauty, and does not want that for her kid when she grows up.
This is literally what happens
So
in
that's like
China. They're
guilt.
like, whoa, you have a flat
Shame.
back of that. You like,
This is another instance of us being some guilty, shameful monkey people.
this is weird, though. It's like that Dave Chappelle thing.
What
when
was
he,
the thing we were talking about? We were talking about soaking. This isn't
that I
equivalent
can't,
to soaking,
it's like
but
so weird.
we are.
I could not
That
even.
is what we are. If anything, if studying psychology has taught me anything, it is that we are guilty, or like
Yeah.
we're monkey people that like deal with guilt and shame issues that somehow get sexual, and they like,
or somehow, like,
yeah,
we'll make
It's
it
weird.
weirder.
yeah.
But here's the thing. In the Mormons'
The Mormons
effort-filled pursuit, everlasting pursuit
Just have sex. Don't
to
you
be
don't need to be doing this.
Yeah, to be like these Ken and Barbie people who don't have genitals, but they like will marry 9 wives or 6
What
wives.
are they doing with them?
But they try to make it not creepy. They're all right,
Explain soaking,
missionary,
I
and
guess.
I don't even know
you
what
get
it
in a
is.
missionary position, I think,
Ah,
and then you like
but they make it creepier than
you like
ever
put
possible.
it in, but you can't move. That's like the thing. You can't move at all.
So somehow you get
Um,
hard.
You cannot do anything. You have to have a friend jump on the bed for you to get the movement started, and that's like the
Even
the
weirder.
ugh.
Your friend has to
Maybe
be
it's
there.
just cultural differences, you know. Maybe we're weird.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
I mean, everyone's weird in their own way.
I was like, maybe I'm just my mother's son.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just
Hilarious.
their mother's sons. and
Yeah,
their
maybe
father's
they're
sons.
Yeah, there's something. I mean, like, what the hell? How do they? And the thing is, it's pretty funny when the Family Guy episode was like, "Oh, we're Mormons now. Like, this is how we do it." And Lois is like bored, and Peter's like, "I'm done. Night love."
Yeah, I'm done.
That's fucking hilarious. He just fucking wastes 5 seconds, 2 seconds. But yeah, like, I don't know how that would
Probably great.
possibly work. Could you imagine like hooking up
Chinese
with a
mothers.
fucking like a Mormon chick who's like trying to do Rumspringa or whatever Mormons have?
No, that's Amish.
Yeah, but like
Amish.
their version of that, if they do have it, I don't think they're ever set free. But like,
I don't think they're ever not until death.
not pretty much.
And
And
then
even then,
actually, after then, they still have to like deal with Tom Cruise and
yeah,
stuff.
they have to hang out with other
Forever.
Mormons in heaven. It's like, oh my God, so you just always spend time forever together, and you can't
See,
even.
that's the downfall of all of these.
Yeah, and you can't even murder them or anything.
I mean, they're
heaven.
gonna be annoying.
Yeah, so what if they
can't
become back
be
even more
with
annoying?
A person for like, well, no, you can't like that concept of
Eternity.
of eternity.
These people are weird. Those people.
The same people.
That's the problem with
Nothing's
never
gonna change.
trying anything fun
There's not
because
gonna be
they
any more
think,
character development after the fact.
Yeah, it's weird.
You're who you are at that point.
Yeah, and that's the problem with not trying anything fun in your whole life. They put this ridiculous expectation on pleasure just lasting forever. It's like, no, you have to
That's
switch.
weird.
You have to switch to other things to like, so
does
you'll get bored
dopamine-
with stuff.
Stuff not exist in
Yeah.
heaven.
I
your
guess so.
dopamine
Yeah,
levels-
it's just not always up.
They're always up.
there. Yep. But no, you
Actually, I
get used
mean,
to it actually.
If you're oh
Yeah.
god, that wouldn't be too difficult.
You should be able to control the shit.
If you're like in this room, dopamine levels are high.
Yeah.
If you're down below this room,
Yeah.
dopamine levels are fluctuating based
the-
on experience.
The dopamine.
But-
But
Dope room. That's
The
why I was
dope
saying I
room.
like the word dope.
it's pretty cool.
I have
Pretty dope.
discovered that I'm into it.
You gonna say that now?
because If you think about it, it just makes sense. It makes more sense than a lot of the things we say. It's dope.
Yeah.
If something is dope, telling somebody that's giving you the dopamine rush
Yeah.
in your head, I like that thing. And it's a
Yeah.
scientific way to say it.
I've
That's
never had
dope.
it explained that way to me. So
I was thinking about it, I was like,
Yeah.
that is dope.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty
you
cool
know,
thing.
awesome isn't
I
really
mean,
the most popular thing to
Awesome
say
is
anymore.
cool too, I guess.
Yeah, but it's used way too much.
Noise.
Yeah.
Use noise.
Yeah, when something's
But dope.
awesome, it is worthy of awe. Not everything is worthy
Yeah.
of awe. Like, oh my
Everything's worthy of
god.
awe. Not everything's worthy of a dopamine
Yeah.
rush.
Yeah, so I
So
mean,
not everything can be dope.
nope. Not everything can be dope. Nope. But yeah, it's stupid. Really dumb stuff. They should
Google
probably just
heard me
let
say
the kid.
appointment.
Hmm?
Google heard me say appointment a couple of times.
No, of
so
course.
all these ads are schedule an appointment. For
You
Best
got an
Buy.
appointment, here, buddy? Oh boy, here's an appointment you can
Appointment
schedule. Yeah, just weird crap down here. So yeah, China is at it again with their cool stuff.
Oh yeah, the head thing.
Maybe or maybe not.
So I guess it says, according to a report, which is not named, most Chinese mothers are buying the head correction products for their daughters.
Head correction.
These can be, for their daughters, and can be applied to the children in age groups 3 months to 1 year.
How do you know, like, if their head is?
It's not
Flat.
fully. It's not done.
Yeah, 'cause-
3 months to 1 year old.
No, I mean, ugh, that's terrible. Yeah, some people have cone-shaped heads, like that guy we were watching on the SEC or whatever. Was ESPN, what game were you watching, where they like showed a guy who had like a cone-shaped head, and I was like, yeah, that's from when
Oh,
they
yeah, yeah.
pull babies out with forceps.
Here's a better explanation of it for anybody that can read this.
Yeah, so this is a special head rounding pillow, I guess, or are they describing what happens if they sleep on the back of their head?
I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, because I cannot
Um,
speak Chinese, unfortunately, or read it. Maybe I should learn. Good business thing to do.
Yeah. Maybe they got it right. Maybe
Business.
this is a good idea.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe they're like, all right, why are so many people having weird heads over here? We got to fix that. We don't
Like,
wanna
are they
be the
trying
weird
to-
head people?
Are they trying to round the
aliens
top
come.
or the sides, like all of it?
I think.
But how can you how can people tell if you have a bunch of hair on your head if your
A
head is
perfectly
round?
round head would be weird.
Yeah, it's like is this a real
Wait,
person?
hold on.
Yeah,
Think
what if
about it-
literally
Think about if the jaw.
perfectly smooth skull with no like weird bumps like where the stitching is?
You basically look like one of those. I don't even
A
know. what you
beautiful
look like.
Squidward. I mean,
Yeah, but like a round. Yeah.
if
Yeah.
oh my god, that's weird. Like, and they decide to be bald. They just look like the big ass baby on Tosh.0. Like,
yeah.
that is weird. Or like a cartoon.
Or maybe
baby.
it's really cool.
Or it is
We're weird.
Yeah, we're once again maybe
Cultural
we're
differences, you know.
Weird. Maybe we're just weird on the Big Chillin' podcast.
Creative
Who knows?
differences.
Creative and cultural differences.
Those are the two types.
Yeah, and I mean, literally, unless you know. Once again, I'm just gonna say, if you literally, you'd have to feel their head. Be like, you're ugly. I felt your head.
You got an ugly feeling head, boy.
Like, wait a second, let me feel this. If they're bald, you just be like, ugly, ugly.
Head roses.
Yeah, that's what they would sound like, probably.
Yeah.
Probably a little more,
Wow.
little more solid.
I'm gonna go to a video.
Sweet, I love them. This is
You like
one of
that
the only good
segue?
ones, right? That we found.
Yeah, we got a couple.
We got that awesome firework one.
That would be
Those
this
guys
one.
doing
That would be this
Random
one.
domestic terrorism.
Oh
man.
This is a thing that you got to do sometimes.
Yeah, you have to be careful of how high up you start launching fireworks, because apparently at some point the firework just decides it's high enough up and just goes sideways. And it sounds like people are already like, you know, it's a thing
It's a
that people are
thing,
doing.
fireworks.
So
But
there's no way they'll pinpoint where this
why?
came from.
Why would you leave your balcony door open?
Yeah, this is insane how this just works so well. There it goes.
Look at the room light up.
Like a flashbang went off in there.
Imagine just being
Yeah,
sleeping
run.
in there. You're on vacation in Peru, and
Everything's chill.
just chilled,
Yeah.
sleeping.
Maybe watching some Peruvian
Independence Day.
television, Peruvian game shows or whatever. And then
The odds.
What
Like
the
that going right. But why would you have your door open?
yeah, I mean, is it that nice of a night in Peru?
I don't know.
Is the weather? Does it gets cold there,
Well,
right? I
Yeah,
think.
very,
Yeah,
well.
pretty
I think
cold.
It's high up.
Yeah, so it's probably like there's probably good
Avoid-
times to have the windows open. But that didn't even look like a. Was that an actual populated building? It looked like it wasn't done,
yeah,
perhaps.
I don't know. It's 67 right now in Lima.
Okay, well, if that's where they were, I didn't get the metadata on the on the video. So.
Yeah, I'll figure that out right now. And track
Yeah,
it
let's
down.
just track that down, pinpoint enhance or whatever. Enhance.
I like those
But
videos.
that's great, you know. I'm sure the people were unharmed in the other thing, because that was a relatively small firework. You'd really have to be close to that for it to hurt you.
Yeah, you
Uh,
could probably explode that in your
yeah.
mouth and you'll be fine.
potential hearing damage? No, I mean not in the mouth, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I mean I'm just saying like
100%.
next to you, you could. If it was like next to you, you'd be fine. But yeah, their carpets might be.
Is this a crime?
Well,
Would you
yeah,
say?
it probably is. I assume.
Yeah.
Maybe not in Peru, but
Well, how do they know you're gonna? Oh, they got him on video doing
Yeah.
it.
do we need to like inject some oil into our fans?
I
My
think the
fan
fan
just
just
like
got louder as we were talking, right?
mine
I
did
just
that
noticed
too.
it.
It's just like I don't know.
Is it
It probably
wind
doesn't.
tunnel?
Probably
We're just
picking
probably
up at all.
noticing it right now. Whatever.
Yeah, it's awful to sleep. But
so
yeah, I
that
don't
is
know
a
how to-
crime, a jail-worthy crime, a fine.
I mean,
crime,
probably a fine. I don't think it.
electric
I
chair.
have no idea. Well, who even knows if in Peru what the fine would be?
That's
or
true. Who
the
knows what kind
crime.
of chairs they have besides electric too?
Yeah, who even knows how do you do that? Like you're just like, oh, I saw
Yeah,
some
you
people
put,
on
like,
that
a
balcony.
thing on the chair.
Yeah,
It makes it electrified.
yeah, and everyone seems to have probably shooting. Everyone's shooting fireworks off. So how can you even pinpoint where that came from? It's not like a bullet where
True.
the hole's facing. That's where it came from.
How do you know that was my firework?
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
what- yeah, is what I would say.
It's like how do you
Now-
know?
Speaking of crimes, I want to talk about. We were talking about this last night too.
Yeah.
Coach, we had this football coach,
Oh man,
and like this was hilarious.
pretty cool.
We got together after the practice. There was something was stolen.
Yes,
It's about crimes.
like a phone or something.
Yeah,
iPad,
I don't even know if it was
iPod.
anything that deep or serious. It was like
Oh,
something
jeez.
was stolen. Maybe it was an iPod. I don't know. Headphones, maybe.
Like maybe $100 value, $150
Yeah, it was
value.
something. But like obviously this person would rather have it than that.
Oh yeah, I mean I got my iPod
Oh.
Touch stolen in
Oh
the
yeah.
9th grade. Yeah, always have a locker and always hide your pin, your little lock code or whatever, or just have a key.
Crazy.
Maybe not, then it just steals the key from you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, wow, okay, fuck, yeah, thanks, great.
Well, someone got their shit stolen, and the coach was like trying to he was trying to tell us that stealing is bad.
Steals
It was
bad,
one of those like things where like
but he tried a little hard to do it.
yeah, he was
A little
like
too hard.
I gotta figure out what was the thing that reminded me of this.
It was really
because there was something funny as well that got me onto this. Shit.
is it Shat that got you onto it?
Nah.
Maybe I wrote
No, it
something
wasn't.
down.
Anyway, yeah, he got us all together. This guy stole something, and they were like, if it was anyone on this team that stole something, let me just tell you, stealing is the absolute worst thing you can possibly do. Worst thing. He said this. He's like, it's the worst crime you can commit in my mind.
Of course,
He was like trying to take. He was like, in my opinion, you take something from another person that was not yours before.
They-
It was like Michael Scott. No, it wasn't like that. But
He's just
he was like
walking-
trying to make a point that stealing, if you steal, you're the scum of the earth. Is what he said. You're the scum of the earth.
Yeah.
For stealing.
No,
And,
of course.
now it's bad, obviously, but
Yeah.
everyone else was probably also thinking
You know,
murder.
murder's
Murder's pretty bad.
bad.
That's probably the worst. And
I was saying, like, you could light someone on fire.
Scum
It's
of the
pretty
earth.
terrible.
that's like scum
Yeah.
of the earth type stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Blowing up a building.
yeah, that's
I'd
pretty
say
bad.
That's worse.
That's a
than
crime. That's a
stealing.
murder-y thing
Yeah.
to do, and that's all. Those are all worse.
Yeah,
that's
anthrax
right off
guy.
the bat. So
Yeah.
it can't be literally the worst thing.
It's
you
one
can
of the
do.
worst. I mean, it's a terrible thing.
Terrible.
Awful.
What?
Not
oh
cool.
my god.
It should be like,
Dog
you know,
shit.
it should be illegal.
It should be. You should be. You should have to go to jail or maybe pay a certain
Yeah.
amount of things. Maybe have that like
You should have to give it
on
back.
you so
Yeah.
people know that that's what you did at
Yeah.
some point.
There you go.
If that's
Just
possible
get
too. I don't know if
tattooed on
that's
you.
probably too much.
It's weird. Yeah. That's fine.
But yeah. Don't
But,
steal.
Yeah.
What's
And
the
then,
point of
like,
that?
you know, well, what are some other horrible things? I mean, like, you know,
Stealing. That's the worst
Yeah.
one of them all. Moving on.
and then what if you? I was saying, like, what if at the end he's like, all right, now I'm going to give you a chance to turn yourself in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's
That'd
like,
be
that
great.
being said, I will look the other way. He's like, I will turn the other cheek. Ass cheek,
What
that
the
is.
fuck?
No, he's like, that being said, you're not in trouble.
Yeah.
Come forward. No questions asked.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
I will spread the other cheek.
Come forward right now in front of the whole team. You
So
have
we
5
can-
seconds.
So we can pelt you with Rotten
And
Tomatoes.
he's like, we're not going to get you immediately.
Yeah, we'll
He's
wait.
like, I'll protect you from all these guys.
Yeah, for the whole
Look,
team.
You know how I feel about stealing,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm not about protecting.
Oh, so funny. Like, what the hell? God. There was one time also he was there's a kid
strong
who
in
I
his
guess had to
convictions.
like what?
He's like strong in his convictions.
Oh yeah, very very. It was weird. That was very very bizarre. Very weird guy. Very intense.
Very tense.
Very
Cool dude.
That was intense. You know.
Yeah.
Intense situations. But like there's this kid named John who we just hated. So we'd like fuck with him.
Really?
But sometimes yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one time when he like got pissed at him, and then or John got pissed at him, and then he was really ripping on him. But basically, and there are like a million Johns everywhere in Florida,
Yeah.
so it's cool. Probably like half the population. I think I've known like 40 Johns. I don't know, but like
40.
no, I haven't known that many people. But
Probably known 40 people.
yeah, maybe. But he was like, I guess he had to
It's
like
tough when the
be
numbers get that
somewhere.
big.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Need to keep a list or whatever, like on the wall, people to like, oh shit, all right, text them.
Yeah.
But yeah, 'cause it's actually that's probably like a serious note to one day talk about once we have an audience. Like it's really hard sometimes to keep relationships or whatever. Like,
You
whatever.
gotta keep it going.
Yeah,
Gotta
whatever.
keep it going. It's
Funny
tough.
stuff,
Tough
whatever.
these days, pandemic.
Yeah, it's fine. But like he was, I guess he had to go somewhere, be somewhere. Next class was far away or something, and he was like reminded. I think we were like not quite packed up, or there was something going on. Like we were still like in our regular uniforms, which is just not. I mean, not uniforms, but workout clothing, whatever it was, basketball pants and shirts. And he's like, hey, Coach Stark, it's this time or whatever. I forget what time it was. He was reminding me of the time. And out of nowhere, Coach Stark is like, thanks, you should be a clock. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
It's like doing something at his desk, at his laptop. He's like, thanks, you should be a clock.
That
And he
evil
looks
came
back
right
down
out of
like,
him.
oh my.
Oh my.
It's like, this guy's a dick. It's hilarious. Did I just say his name?
Who?
Oh, never mind. I don't think I did.
I don't know.
Well, nah, I don't think I did.
I don't think it matters. It's just last name.
Yeah, he's a football
And what he
coach.
does.
He was a football coach. He
Living.
like looked up, but obviously, football coaches are like this because the other one, I had a biology class with him. Great to me. Like we were friendly because I
Some
liked
of the- dude,
biology.
football coaches
Yeah.
are hilarious outside of
Yeah.
football.
I did terrible in his class, but I liked the material.
I had his biology class too. Yeah, I like biology.
I did
like
horrible in the
animals.
class, but I enjoy the material. Yeah, so it was pretty funny. But yeah, he was pretty intense as well. Yeah, there was.
Yo, he was very intense.
Super
He said
fun
water was
times.
for the weak.
Yeah, that was weird back in the
be
day. That's the
biology
football
teacher.
mentality. Yeah, it's like okay, well, obviously this is before. Like that's what he said.
Oh, yeah, he
his
said-
football coaches told
Yeah,
him
you're
back
right,
in the
you're
day.
right,
It's
you're
like water's for the weak. It's like you might die if you don't get any. Imagine how many kids, dude. There's probably so many kids who died during football.
You'd
They've
ask
covered
me
it
weird
up.
questions during drills, like to throw us off. Like, what's the difference between a bag and a sack?
Like, I don't. Where is this coming
Dude,
from? I don't know.
Concentrate on the footwork while you're getting hit by the pads, and then if you're like,
What the
what the
what the fuck is
hold on to
going
the
on?
ball. I'd be like, no.
What the fuck is football? Yeah, they tried to get me so
Football is a
hard.
sport of
Oh,
like many things. It's athletic, it's physical, but it's also very mental.
it's a super mental game.
And there's a game within the game with the coaches. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it's weird.
When you get into it like that. But still, what is the difference between a bag and a sack, in your opinion?
I mean, a sack is probably a little bigger than a
Sack is bigger than a
bag.
bag.
I
Does
don't
a
know,
sack-
but the thing is,
sack
there
have
are
holes in
sacks.
it, maybe.
But there's sacks that are the same size as bags. Like if you
Bags
you
are
know,
usually, I feel like, made of plastic, but that's not a thing. Like,
could
that's
be.
just-
It's not a plastic sack. Like
There's no
I-
sort of thing as a plastic sack. A sack can
Yeah.
hold. I think a sack always has
It's like
something
made
in it.
of material.
Bag
But in
doesn't always have
Canada, I
something
think
in it.
they call them sacks at the grocery store. It's like no, sorry.
I almost said a slur right there.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I'm
kidding.
careful. Maple sucker. Yeah, I know.
That's what they are, though.
Yeah.
You can't, sometimes you can't hold back.
God.
Sometimes you can't hold back.
Yep.
I would love to live there, though. Take me away.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would not if they, if they're Canadian fans were like, yeah, I'll
No.
just no. In the future, yeah, I'll be just.
We got insulted by some Canadians
We
one
did.
time
I don't remember
playing PS2, no, probably PS3,
Yeah, that was
playing Modern
before the
Warfare
internet.
2. Yeah, and it was like one of the only times we had the Ethernet cable hooked up because that's what we had to have hooked up.
Yeah,
Instead of
just-
Wi-Fi.
It was funny. Just
Um,
all of us, we had that, and then all of a sudden, we just didn't have that. I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty
It was
cool.
better.
At one point, we were like, "But you don't have to have the Ethernet cable." Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For good connection, you do,
Wow.
but like, if you want to just like play the game,
And at that point, when we were using the Ethernet cable, we weren't even playing online. We were like playing a LAN party at home.
We're like, quick, we need the Ethernet cable for this LAN party.
Yeah. Well, I think you still had to like
Hilarious.
connect to the game for some reason. It was weird.
Yeah, you had to connect. Yeah, it was just weird. Like to be online or to connect to the game, you just had to be online or whatever. Stupid.
What were we talking about before? Oh, the Canadians. We got in some sort of argument with some Canadian kids that maybe have been a little older, or the same age.
Yeah, I don't even
But we were
know.
like arguing on behalf of America, obviously.
Hilarious. I was
And,
doing it tongue in cheek, of
yeah.
course.
Like
I never
we're
did that.
just trying to
Seriously.
win. Like I
Yeah.
think whatever stance they took, we were going to take the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, I
But,
never argue on behalf of America. Seriously.
Yeah, to be honest. Except for when it's the Olympics.
Not even
And
that.
then, like I don't argue like for our politics or like our
Pretty weird if people do that.
superiority or anything. I just want to win ping pong.
Yeah, the Olympics were boring, and the ping pong just wasn't. You know, they didn't show
The
enough.
problem was they didn't ever put it on TV. Like previous Olympics, it's all on NBC or like it's all on TV.
Yeah.
It's all there. You know when it's on. This time you had to Google when it was on, what channel it was on. You still couldn't find it on Google.
Yeah.
So you still couldn't figure out when anything was on. You definitely didn't have the channel it was on if it was on. And you had to stream all of the basketball on Peacock, which nobody had.
Yeah. What the hell's that?
So NBC was like, we'll use the Olympics to try to put Peacock into play.
Yeah. Does Peacock
Um,
just own all the like? Who
I don't
owns
know.
Peacock?
It's the World Olympic Games. We can't see this?
Yeah, you gotta pay for the Peacock. It's like,
I can't-
so the Hunger Games are
I
soon.
don't
Yeah.
understand.
Okay.
And the timing was off
Oh,
because
yes.
it was in, like, it was far away, obviously. But they could have
Yeah.
done a way better job of letting us know when it was on.
Yeah, it was a
case.
hilarious.
was-
COVID probably made it, not even probably, but COVID made it a logistical nightmare. Obviously.
Backpedal.
Just like
Backpedal.
backtrack.
What were we on?
What were we on?
Before
Backpedal.
the
Backtrack.
Olympics.
We need some like.
Coach Stark stealing Earth Scum.
Yeah. Coach Stark stealing
Football.
Earth Scum.
Football's good.
We'll
and then we
bleep
were on
that
football.
out 3 times now.
Oh,
Have fun with that.
I said, yeah. Yeah. I don't think it matters.
Really, there's how many more of that? There are probably 1,000 of them.
Millions, maybe.
Just don't say his first name too and middle name. Ronald.
No, but I'm gonna ask you again. Would you go on the Motley Cruise?
No. The thing is, I wouldn't go to a Motley Crue concert probably, so I wouldn't want to be
In the
trapped
80s
at
you
sea. No. Well, the thing is,
In the 80s.
I'll say the thing is once again, in the 80s, I would not be listening to Motley Crue probably. I don't know what I'd be listening to. Probably
Yeah.
just the Metallica, or whatever. But
Yeah.
if I were alive in
You
the
would be
80s,
the list. I mean, I think we'd all have an appreciation for Motley Crue at that time.
yeah, I mean, they have. Well, the thing is, "On My Way" or whatever, or "Coming Home Sweet Home," that song, that's an amazing song, obviously.
On my way. Wait, what?
Or "Home Sweet Home" or whatever. I
Oh,
said
yeah,
3
yeah,
different
yeah.
things. I said "On My Way"
That's an
and then "Home
yeah,
Sweet Home."
you can't. There's no denying that.
That's an incredible song.
expected.
"Kickstart My Heart's" fun.
Girls, girls, girls. That's a.
I don't like
it's a song.
repeating
Dr.
lyrics
Feelgood
like that.
has an incredible.
Dr.
I love
Feelgood's
Mick
fun.
Mars' guitar tone, especially for a hair band at that time. If you want to call it
It's a little
hair band, just,
heavier.
like, put him in that.
You know?
It is.
Yeah.
It's got a growl to it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than those other bands. And they have
Yeah.
good guitar tone too in their own way. But
But backtracking once again,
Yeah, backtrack,
away from that
backpedal.
one, there's
after
a
football,
road.
but before that,
Yeah, so you pulled in cul-de-sac. Now we're out of there. We've
we're
gone
out of the
out.
cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
We're almost out of the neighborhood. We're still in
Yeah.
the neighborhood, trying to get out of the neighborhood
Yeah.
onto the main road that was the conversation that we were having
Yep. Which
Um,
was
about football, and then kind of went on to other things.
started with
Talked about how
football.
like it's a complex game. What's the difference between a bag and a sack? That's what it was.
Yeah.
Sack,
I think they're interchangeable terms. I think
in a way.
just like soda and
Yeah.
pop,
I'm
because
cool
they're
with that.
literally the same thing. You say potato bag, potato sack. Sack is just a funny word to me, so I say bag instead to not make other people laugh.
Yeah,
Um,
agreed.
Oh, and also, speaking of, this will be probably a good segue into this. Speaking of not being able to laugh, or not being able to control when you laugh, do we have that chess video? Did we wind up downloading that?
Oh, the chess video?
With the chess champions who were interviewing?
No,
Oh,
no, I didn't
crap.
do
That was really funny. We'll probably do
They
that for
couldn't
the
say
next
the
one.
word
Never mind.
premature.
It was really hilarious. Like, I don't know why. They were like, the interviewer, and she was getting so frustrated. It
She
was
was, like-
hilarious. She's like, this is not a funny word, you fucking nerds. God.
She was
Jesus
trying to play along
Christ.
with it though. She was like, "Oh, I get it, I get it."
Yeah, I guess.
She's got to know her crowd too. That's the gaming
Yeah.
community. She didn't know who she was interviewing.
Chess. But yeah, they were just like,
Oh, I thought that was like an gaming thing. It was chess.
Yeah,
Never
it's
mind.
chess, yeah.
They're just regular nerds.
Even worse.
Um,
But no, chess is
yeah, there's no reason to laugh.
but yeah, he was like, at first, he was like, how did you know that you were going to win and steal his whatever queen there? He's like, well, at first I was concerned about him.
He said for
And
every
they just like
question,
start
too.
laughing.
But she kept wording the question a little differently to help him out, and he was like,
Every
still
time.
arriving to the same. He was like,
It's like, what the fuck? Oh my God. That's hilarious. That's the only
I
thing he
wanted
could
to-
think of. He's like, wow, this woman's really hot. That's like
Yeah.
what's going on in his mind. Just the word that's so Freudian, premature. Oh, Jesus, I can't stop laughing. But yeah, it was really funny. We might have that for the next episode.
We might.
Perhaps.
we might.
Perhaps.
I'm going to show this
Perhaps.
video.
Let's go to a video.
Hold
This
on,
is
hold on.
great. This is 2 more NPCs right here communicating in public.
It's just one of those
At
things that, like,
Some bar-y place with fences.
like a park.
Is that a hoop? I don't know.
I think it's a trash can. The sign.
It's so
attached to
blurry, I
it
don't
says-
even
Have a great day.
What the fuck is your asshole name?
Alright, so pause it.
My name is Fuck You Bitch.
Alright, cool. So pause it now.
I paused it because the music was gonna play.
What is your asshole name? Like
Yeah.
a certain, like a
The name of his
maiden
asshole.
name, or like a Christian name? What is your asshole name?
It's the thing. It's like when you're when you're really mad. Sometimes you can't formulate a question
It's
or a
just
sentence
Insane
without like
rage.
saying something. I'm trying to remember. Like there was one thing. I said something like this at one point. And we've all said something like this at one point. I just remember something in middle school.
Yeah.
In like an English class. This girl kept stopping reading. She like at this one word, and was like could not read this word or something. Was like skipping it or like and then had to go back to it. And she's like, "But what does it mean?" But I don't know, it was like being annoying about it. I don't know what happened, but I snapped. I was like, "It means read it," and I was like, "What the fuck did I just say? What was that? No."
Oh my
I
goodness.
was like, "Oh no." That happened out loud.
Oh my God.
And
That's
then
great.
I was the one
Yeah.
in the ridiculous situation.
Should have been like
Bailed a person out who
"Hey,
couldn't
Jonah."
read the word. But I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe she was appreciative for that in a different type of way.
Yeah.
It's now the butt of the joke. But I don't think
Maybe
anybody
not.
like heard that was just awkward because it didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, it's
It's
yeah.
exactly like this.
Hilarious. Absolutely
Have a
hilarious.
great day.
What the fuck is your asshole name?
My name is Fuck You Bitch.
Literally, so your
What is
name
your
is
asshole? She was gonna say "goddamn," like
Yeah.
you said earlier, or like it was like a filler for something, an anger word,
I guess.
an angry space, and
What was your
she's
asshole?
like, "I'm putting
name?
asshole there."
The guy
Asshole.
also responded with a weird tone as well.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense
What
either.
the
Let's not just focus on her
Oh my God.
because he's weird too.
Oh God, no. Almost dropped the phone.
Um,
You have 5 minutes to get out of here right now. Like, what?
keep going back to that. I kind of want to go back to that video. but
That's an
I'm not gonna
amazing.
find it.
That's a good drop. We need to, once
We'll
once
have
we
a couple
feel
of
like,
drops. We had this guy too.
yeah.
What did he say?
The
Actually, I don't
detective?
remember. No, the thing I'm highlighting.
Oh
Sorry,
my
I
God,
don't wanna show it
forget.
on the thing.
Oh, he was like, Anita.
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
what-
I don't know. Anita. I don't know what he's
Oh
saying.
boy, I might have to play it just to.
Yeah,
No,
bring
no.
it back. Creep
Should
everyone
I?
out. Do it.
Oh boy,
Do it. This is a video that we're going to have forever. This is a good
Yeah.
one. Remember this guy?
It's anonymous.
Your kneecap!
That's exactly what it was. Okay, you're welcome, everybody.
I don't know what he's even saying.
I don't know, but he's happy about something.
Yeah. Maybe he just
The
watches
last
a lot of
thing you hear
anime.
before you like fall in
Yeah.
a hole. Speaking of falling in a hole, apparently
Yeah.
there was this whole thing with the Travis Scott concert that we like ignored yesterday. We were seeing some videos about it, and we were
Multiple
like, oh,
whole
God.
things.
Like every video was about
A
yeah.
concert.
What is this? Okay, this Astro World Fest
Yeah.
there was a big lead up to it because it was supposed to happen before COVID or something.
Yeah.
Everybody's excited. Obviously, it's a huge deal.
I
It's
thought Travis
Astroworld.
Scott was a country star for the longest time
Travis-
because literally Travis Scott.
Travis and the McDonald's.
I just picture a
thing
guy leaning up against a truck in a
Travis
hayfield or
Scott.
something.
with his new album.
Travis Scott, mud on my trick.
On the tires.
Yeah.
Crud on the tires.
Crit on the tires.
But Yeah, apparently there was. I've said apparently a couple
Yeah.
times trying to.
We don't know if this is real. This guy's a real jokester.
Right. Yeah, he likes cheesecake real late at night.
Oh yeah, that's the guy.
No, wait,
Never
was
mind.
that Future?
I don't know.
I gotta know. It's just so I'm not looking like a stupid person to all these.
Yeah, all these hip
People.
Zoomers around here now.
I love cheesecake. Typing that into
At
YouTube.
night.
At night. It's Future.
Future.
So, had nothing to do with anything, but there was like a stampede, or they knocked down the fence and like started coming in. There was no
Yeah.
tickets, I guess. I mean, they probably had tickets, but they just ran in anyway. The thing is, you buy
One
the ticket.
security guys there.
They bought the ticket and they were there.
Yeah.
You might as well go through the thing.
Yeah, it's like you spent your money to go there. You really think that stampeding everything, they're gonna let you in?
It worked. They got in. Everybody was in. and
Apparently
then,
they thought right.
Apparently 8 people died though. And
Yeah,
it was like
so-
a event, and like the Roskilde thing with Pearl Jam, and it was weird. But they didn't
Yeah.
stop the concert.
Well, because
was
it's a satanic sacrifice. You have to continue the concert to
True.
let the full ritual go
True.
through.
Uh,
That's already up on YouTube.
probably somewhere.
Here's Travis Scott doing a satanic ritual.
Yeah.
Here's
Here he is
how it-
above the crowd, casting spells on them.
Yeah, watch him command them to trample everyone, those 8 people over exactly.
But the thing is, they were unprepared.
Yeah,
and
obviously
there
they
was
always
like one
are.
ambulance.
Yeah.
And people were unconscious, and there
Mhm.
was like one thing I read. It was like a nurse. It was like I was checking pulses. There were at least 15 people on the ground, unresponsive, and then nobody was checking pulses. They were just giving CPR to at least 3 people that had a pulse
That's what you do.
incorrectly. So
Just crushing their sternum.
yeah, and like kissing them or something, giving them COVID.
Yeah, and then like spitting in their mouth
Just
and
like
shit.
making out with
Yeah.
somebody, breaking their ribs.
It's like you're sexually assaulting them. You're not doing CPR. You're just assaulting them.
PCP.
Yeah, you're doing PCPR. Stop that.
Yeah, you're doing PCP.
Hilarious.
But yeah, people thought it was sad. There was a
well.
whole other thing. It was like, he's like up there, and people are trying to get the attention, and they're like, "What?" And then the next song starts, and then it's another 4 minutes of terror. People keep dancing. There's people on the ground. I don't know. There was like a video of a sinkhole. I don't know if it was a sinkhole. They was just saying
Yeah,
people are
what?
getting trampled. There's too many people in an area. They're falling like in there. They can't breathe. It's hot. They're on drugs, and either getting stomped on because everybody's moving so much, or everybody's falling on each other, and then you keep falling, and then everybody's falling. That almost happened at it wasn't even like anything crazy like that, but when I saw the Foo Fighters, it got pretty crazy, and people were leaning up against each other, and we were like almost everybody fell back like a domino thing at one point, but it was nothing like this,
Yeah.
obviously, because people died. And then all the other videos on the page were very inconvenient for us. They were just all old videos of concerts and rock
Yeah,
stars stopping the concert to save somebody or to stop somebody from getting raped or punched.
Yeah,
or
it's
like-
like
Yeah.
Ian Lewis or whatever. What's his name?
Yeah.
Aaron Lewis. Ian Lewis. Aaron Lewis is
Country
like,
boy.
hey, quit grabbing her or whatever.
Travis Lewis.
Yeah, Travis Scott Lewis. He's sitting there. He's like, I'll fucking command this audience
And
to
then-
go to jail for you.
There's that video of Axl Rose jumping. Have you seen the one where he jumped into the crowd?
Yeah, at least he
that-
went to beat the guy up though. What a
But that was what
yeah.
it was, right?
yeah.
He was doing that,
think
and
so.
he was like, "Stop it!" Ah! And it was his high voice.
Yeah.
And then went in there and just like,
It's
he
like
had
you don't
a-
shut
like
up,
a
Brad.
fur coat, like an ostrich coat on or something.
Yeah, he's fucking
I don't know what it was. He had like underwear, boots, and an ostrich coat.
Some crazy
very
shit.
fluffy, like shoulder pad thing made of ostrich.
whatever a
feathers.
cocaine
And
guy
then,
wears.
Like, jumped into the crowd to beat the shit out of a guy. That was the
Kilt.
80s.
Hilarious. He
Yeah,
wear a
probably
kilt
was
a lot.
kilt.
There was one video that made me laugh uncontrollably of him, where he like continued this weird line that was terrible.
Axel?
Yeah, Axl Rose was in a kilt, and he's just like,
Oh, yeah, we watched that laughing for a long time.
I was like,
We were laughing
what
for so long.
the fuck?
'Cause there's, like, a
Sweating,
live
laughing.
I don't think we'd be able to find that now, but
I don't think so. It's probably gone.
It's probably gone and copyrighted because that's their most popular. No,
Yeah, it's an NFT now, so you can't.
I wish.
Yeah, I'd
I'd
buy
screenshot it, go to jail,
it. For
or
copyright
go
or
to
whatever.
San Quentin.
Yeah,
and
San Quentin for screenshotting an screenshotting.
Screenshotting. Interesting. Jail.
Screenshotting an NFT. Screenshotting.
So we watched
Yeah.
Mad Paul.
Mad Paul, yeah,
on
it was crazy,
Friday.
man. Mad Paul, Worm Wars.
Worm Wars is the second one.
Or Worm Power, I should have called it.
We're harnessing worm power.
Worm Power.
Dune, a review
Done
by the Big Chillin podcast
a review.
with spoilers. Maybe not a review. We're just gonna talk about it. Maybe.
We'll
Start
maybe
us off.
talk about it. Well, what's going on is
Paul
there's some guys in
Atreides,
space.
The House of the Bull.
Yeah,
They
that's
go-
already more than I remember.
they
so
go
maybe
to
you
the
should kick it
desert.
off.
The House of the Bull returns to the desert to get the spice.
Yeah.
You go get the spice. You hallucinate about the girl.
Yeah.
You go meet the girl. You stab the guy.
Yep.
Done deal.
Yep.
All good. Worms.
And it's funny. 8,000 years from now, the amount of feng shui that's going on around with the bonsai, I like
Beautiful.
it. And the House of the Bull. I mean, that's Asian.
yeah,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Remember the Beifongs were
House of the Flying.
yeah.
Pig.
I mean, it's a fake pig, but you
Yeah.
know, or whatever. That's the only Asian reference I have is Avatar.
And then I was like, Atreides. What is it? We didn't read the book. Okay.
what book?
Is the Dunes.
Oh, the Dune book. Yeah, I ain't reading Dune book.
It's probably good. Frank Herbert wrote it, I guess.
Well, now I'm really not reading the book because the movie's not that good.
Yeah, and I saw
Yeah.
someone say it was a lot closer to the book. I was like,
It's like, all right, yeah,
Jeez.
all right, cool.
the
book puts
it was a little bit
drawn out.
I don't want to say boring, but it wasn't very fun.
No,
Like,
it was not.
th-
Like
it was
Star Wars.
cool. It was visually pleasing, and like cool stuff happened. The voice thing was a little weird.
Use the voice, not
Yeah.
like use the force, of course. Did George Lucas and him chill? I think they did.
yeah.
They might have smoked a
smoked-
doobie together
yeah.
and be like, "All right, well, here's my ideas, Dune," and like he's like, "All right, here's my ideas, Star Wars, man."
My Desert Planet,
Yeah.
boy movie.
Yep. Yep. It's my
orphan.
coming of age desert planet boy movie who has
But the thing
robots.
is, George Lucas must have had a good time at some point in his life.
Yeah. So
He
the
was
other
like,
guy was like,
"I'll
"It's
put it
gonna be
like that."
agony.
Yeah, this place is gonna suck.
You're never gonna want to live in this place.
It's like, why wouldn't you?
That's the thing. Would you
Yeah.
rather live in the Dune universe or the Star Wars universe?
If anyone says
it's-
Dune, then they
they're-
are insane.
They're crazy.
And they have a worm fetish.
Worm fetish, crazy people who don't like to talk to anybody because there's no communication devices.
That was the thing
In
that
the
it was
thing.
funny. How did we not notice that? Dad's like,
That's yeah.
they didn't talk in one single anything to communicate anything. I was
like,
like,
over long distances. There wasn't like a
was
phone
there
call or
anything?
radioing to anyone. I don't think. Maybe was there ever a
Was there a
hologram?
hologram? I don't know. Maybe there was.
Maybe there was a hologram.
Oh my god,
It
we
was
gotta watch it
weird.
again. Stop, I'm not watching it
And
again.
some things didn't make sense. Why not blast the worms with your space weapons?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we just let's
Is it,
cut
I guess
to the end
they don't
of the
want
movie.
to. They don't want to like anger the people that live there. I guess
Yeah, I wouldn't want to anger the guys who we can easily murder
And one of
all
the
the
thing-
time.
they can't see them. Like the big reveal is the worm riding. That's how they.
That
That's
was-
desert power. That's how they get across their fast. So they've never seen one of these people on the worm back riding it across the desert. If they do this that often,
A huge worm.
giant Alaskan
That's probably like multiple stories
Butthole.
thick.
butthole.
It's like a giant tapeworm, and that was the big. It was funny as shit. I mean, it
Forbidden
reminded me
butthole.
of. Remember watching Smosh?
Yeah.
And it was the end of the thing when you hear Mankey in the background. He's like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, BG, fuck yeah!" That's hilarious. That's
was
what made
great.
me laugh. So I was like, "That's the big reveal. Is you got
the
worm
pioneers
riders."
used to ride these babies for miles.
It's a worm. Ah, the pioneers
man.
used to ride these babies for days. What the for
So-
miles?
And it'd be even worse than riding on a fast aquatic creature that goes underwater. Imagine if the worm
Goes
any
under the
point
sand at any
decides
point,
to go under the sand. You're just like,
like they do all the time.
that's where they live.
Does the worm know to stay? A lot of questions
Rarely
for
above the
this.
sand.
How does the worm know that you're commanding it, and how does it know to stay above the sand and not
We've only
kill you?
seen the first movie,
Yeah,
so we don't know.
and
But
honestly,
maybe he'll use the voice
to command the worms.
to command the worms, or maybe he'll have a worm army.
Yeah,
Wormy.
a wormy.
Wormy. He'll have a worm army and stuff. He's seeing the visions. It's cool or whatever with the dreams.
Yeah,
And I just think they could have made it more fun. That's not like it's not like the movie wasn't like if someone liked that style of movie and wanted
Yeah.
a more serious space movie, that's cool.
mm-hmm.
I thought, and we don't have to compare it to Star Wars. We don't have to compare every space movie to Star
Yeah.
Wars, but this one
Just an
you
evil,
kind of
gross,
do.
fat guy.
This one it's a little bit of a warranted comparison because they're both
It's a bit.
80s type things.
They have swords
Yeah.
and no guns.
Yeah, there was the weapons that they used. They had all these awesome like
They had shield
guns and
technology,
shield technology,
but it wasn't knife proof
but
to a
they-
certain extent.
It's knife proof, but a slow knife. Like if you slowly stab through it,
If
can
you
get
work,
in.
you gotta work your way through the shield.
Work it
Maybe
in.
wiggle it
There you
around.
go.
It'll get through there. Keep it going.
they
Almost
had-
through.
Like they could make these, but they couldn't modify them at all over the years to like.
It's like a
maybe do that.
Fortnite shield, basically. It just breaks down after a couple hits, and like
I
you gotta
guess.
get more.
And like it starts on your wrist, but you have that, but you don't have anything future-y to fight with. They have like a sword or a knife, or
They only came up with shields, not like technology for weapons or anything.
and they're having like classic war where they're running at each other in large groups of people when they have all this other
yeah,
stuff.
that, and they
makes
got
sense.
these ships with guns and missiles and weird bombs that like drill their way through the force field or whatever easily, and then blow the ship
Now,
up.
to fight
So
the
they're fighting
guerrilla
with long
warfare.
range.
Maybe they had to fight guerrilla warfare against these, or like on foot
Yeah.
against the people who live in the caves or in underground or sieges. I think.
Okay, so get some guns.
Yeah,
some guns, let's
some
kick
guns
their
and go down
asses.
there. They, I mean, what's the deal? The
Yeah, I
other
mean,
people do not have guns.
The problem
They
is
have
too
spice.
much.
They
too
may do
focused
they have
on
abilities
drugs.
with the spice
No, besides getting blue eyes and stuff, and knowing how to worm ride,
and not being able to breathe.
and yeah, having a thing up
Um,
your nose
That
instead of
lasts
spice
forever.
straw.
Spicy
And also,
straws.
At the end, where he, he could have. We've shown and
talked
they've
about this.
established that he has used the voice,
yes,
and he can command anyone to do whatever he wants.
precisely.
And
Yet-
then he's like, "I'm
he
just gonna
wants to
murder this
stab
guy.
this
I guess
guy."
I'm pretty mad. I'm gonna
What
fight
is
this
that?
guy."
And so he's at the end. He needs to prove himself in this thing. You know what proves yourself even more? You either convince the
Yeah.
guy to be like, you know what, you're cool, or you convince the guy. We were like, oh, is he gonna
Yep.
use the voice to make him kill himself?
No, he straight up murders him.
He just
in
stabs
front
him
of
in the
his whole
back.
tribe.
And then
it's-
they're like, all right, you're cool. You
yeah,
killed our friend. Now we're gonna hang out.
yeah,
and
we're
teach
cool,
you stuff.
man.
You get to live here now.
Totally not worried
All
about
of
you
our
murdering
resources are
any
now
of
yours.
us.
What's
yeah.
yours? What's ours is yours.
Yeah, this is how we get it. You got to kill one of us for us to trust you. You know, that's how it is.
Is that how it happened when Columbus came over?
I
'Cause
guess.
That's, I mean,
Well, he had to kill a lot of them to get him to trust him.
indirectly, like with his coughing, but
Yeah, it was cool.
there was also the other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought,
We loved him so much, he
The
kissed
Dune.
everybody.
yeah, he kissed them all, hugged them all so much. The smallpox was very easy to spread.
Oh,
I
that's a
guess.
great joke.
That was pretty good. Pat yourself on the back right now.
I should. You know how I'll do the mic.
Here, suck your own dick right now.
Oh, jeez.
So Dune was good.
You
Out
know,
of 7, how many? Is it a solid 5 out of 7?
it might be a 2. I don't know, man.
2 out of 3?
Oh, man.
On the 3 scale.
On a 3 scale, maybe about 0.5.
On
One.
a 100, maybe 1,000 scale. What's it at?
I don't know, maybe about a 240, maybe 380.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. If I'm giving it a realistic thing out of
Yeah.
10, I always default to a 7, no
Yeah.
matter what I'm watching.
There were really dark parts.
There are parts that we literally could not see on the screen.
I
not,
couldn't
like,
see the worm very well when it like looked
Mhm.
at him and decided for some reason
important
not to eat
scenes
him.
too. Maybe
Yeah,
it's just our
important
TV,
stuff.
but I don't think it was just our TV.
I
think it maybe
recommended
that.
turning up the brightness, but apparently that wasn't the thing.
That was a
So-
problem with Mandalorian too.
Yeah, it was
They
so
made
bright
it
we had to turn
so
it up all
dark.
the way.
In a lot of scenes that you really couldn't see anything. But
Yeah. So
like
what the fuck?
shadows. So
Hitchcock trying to make a horror movie? What the hell's going
Horror.
on?
yeah.
Alfred
I'll watch the
Hitchcock?
second one though. I was watching Dune Worms.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. And also, this is great. Besides the darkness, Jason Momoa was his most tolerable
You're
ever.
right.
Besides when he
He's
did
pretty
the
good.
Jason Momoa run or to his brother or whatever that he did behind Henry Cavill. It's like
He
you
did
can't
that
do a
too?
different crouched run. You gotta do that one.
No.
God.
They
But
had
yeah,
the guy from No Country for Old Men.
I don't know where he's. But the thing is, also, yeah, he was in it. I mean, he's about to eat both of them and drink their water instead.
Yeah,
but he's
so-
like, "What is your Monday worth?" It's like worth more food for sure than both in 2 human bodies and like some water that they have left.
Yeah, we can get you some stuff.
Yeah, it's like I'd rather just waste and squander this opportunity to leave this planet and eat you by
It's
eating
like-
you.
You look pretty good with some barbecue sauce on you.
Ridiculous. It's like, how about regular food that humans eat, man? You know. Like,
One thing
pretty
I didn't
good.
understand, the main thing I didn't understand was the mother thing.
Yeah, why
They
was she
didn't
there?
clearly define her role very well. Maybe they did in the book,
Yeah.
but I didn't realize she's like a ghetto rebel.
Robolo?
I don't know what she was, but she was like she had some spiritual guide role.
Which is weird.
Not like a Yoda,
and bitchy,
but
kind of bitchier than Yoda
Yeah.
for sure. Yoda
was cool.
I mean, Yoda made Luke carry him around and stuff.
Yeah, he
and
got
probably
him,
had
he
him do
got
some
Luke a
chores.
beer after the workout and stuff, and they were chilling afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, he taught him stuff. So I
Yeah.
mean, so Yoda wasn't like as much of a dick as
Mm.
his mom. Was it his mom? Yeah,
I think it was, yeah.
and she
But
was
it was
like,
the thing is, I guess they did the thing where they're like, they don't have regular babies. They like it's like decided for them.
yeah, and they just decided to have a boy or whatever.
They like decide to
I
have the
don't know.
chosen one. It's not much of a prophecy if you decide to have it.
Yeah, it's pretty weird how they're
Or,
the
like,
prophecy, and they're like, we decided to have him.
Yeah, scientifically engineer this prophecy.
So I mean, it's not really prophecy if like.
That's our. Yeah, I don't know. This is like I'm trying to poke as many holes in this shit. Not really, but
I love it.
this is just some things that I had about it. But overall, I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't hate the movie. I liked the movie. I thought it was good.
Yeah, Jason Momoa's cracking awkward jokes out of nowhere in not joke places.
Yeah,
That's
if they
just
were
what he
gonna do
does.
humor, they should have done it a little bit more
Yeah.
comfortably. But it's hard to know.
Did he start as a stand-up or something?
He started as a sit down, and that's it. That's the
sit
tea.
down comic.
That's the Big Chillin' podcast.
Yeah,
Maybe.
sit the fuck
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, that's the Big Chillin' sit the fuck down.
Hilarious.
That's this week's episode. Maybe we'll do 2 this week. I don't know.
Yeah, if you
But-
enjoyed this episode of the Big Chill, I'm sorry, hold on, let me start over. If you viewed the Big Chillin' episode of this episode podcast,
This episode of the Chogcast.
be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I guess. I
Yeah,
don't know.
hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Helps with the algorithm arenas, and hit the bell.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
See you later.
That was the Big Chillin Podcast.